Hi Ron, hope you're well my friend. Glad to do this mallet for you. I'm going to do a little, as try to explain via writing, text, that sort of stuff. It's hard to get across in the words what I'm trying to do. So thanks for the video, appreciate that. I've laminated two bits of oak together. These are, bear with me, it's actually 4.5 inches in total, so each one of these is 2.25 inches. And what I've done with the grain, as you can see, is the grain kind of runs up this way and comes down, starting to curl down this way. So I've cut this in half and I've reversed it so that any movement in this, you see the grains going up there and then it kind of straightens out a bit. So any movement in this, in either of these pieces at all, they kind of counteract each other, so we shouldn't have any problems with that. That, my friend, is 12 inches long, 300mm, and it is, let's say, 4.5 inches, about 113mm. I've drawn on there, as you can see, there's your flat spot that you wanted, which is actually going to come from there to there. Okay, which will give you an overall diameter, not including the flat spot, of approximately 123mm, 9.5 inches. Okay. So I don't think you can see that very well. With your flat spot of, go from there, it'd be about 2 5/8, 2 3/4 inches, or 68mm flat spot onto there. Thing I'm debating on doing is, obviously I'm going to turn this for you out of one piece. But if I leave the flat spot in and move the centre up to this point here by about 1/4 inch, it will mean that the handle, instead of being half and half, will obviously be kind of offset. That's really sorry, that's really not showing much on there, but if you can understand, obviously instead of the centre, the handle itself being exactly half and half, it'll actually have more meat of one of the pieces on there, because that is the centre of the bigger circle there. So I'm just debating on that. I'll take a closer look at the grain and see what I think. But it's been joined together with an epoxy system that I use, the West System resin. It's absolutely fantastic stuff, and it says on here, used for composite construction, and I can't read that backwards, and repairs that require high strength, moisture resistant coating, bonding and filling. So that's one part, and that's the other part, and it actually goes off rock hard. The wood will fail before that, so I don't think there's a problem with putting a centre towards one way or the other. It's just what I didn't want to happen was for the mallet, when you use it, to be unbalanced. So obviously if you have it dead centre here with this lump, sorry, my camera work is terrible, if we have the centre here and then with this lump knocked out, it might be a bit lopsided, the weight, as opposed to, sorry, if I do it dead centre, but if I move it up ever so slightly to here and then I've drawn the circle, it might make the balance better. So just let me know your thoughts on that, my friend. Yeah, and I could do it. I'll get started on, not straight away, it's now 11:20 at night, but I will get started on it at some point tomorrow evening. It shouldn't take me too long. The other thing is, are you happy with this dimension here, which I think is just shy of 5 inches. It's be about 4 3/4 inches across, Ron. The actual diameter, obviously that won't, because it's having that chunk knocked out of it. So yeah, let me know if that's okay. If not, I can always laminate another piece onto here to make this massive, but it's going to be quite a weight then, buddy. So it's depends how heavy you want it. Let's say that at the moment is 12 inches, a foot long, 300 mil. Let's just, sorry mate, I'll try and get as much detail as possible. I just don't want to bugger it up for you, mate. So by the time there'll be a bit of wastage on there where the chuck goes in. Let's say you want a 5-inch handle, which will take us to there. That will leave, could probably, that's going to be maybe sort of 5 to 5.5 there. Yeah, which is going to be quite a weight, buddy. So if I can roughly draw this on here for you, roughly something like this. Now I'm hoping you can see that. So that would be the top. I'll round these corners off for you, no problems at all. And in here I can dish those in to whatever you require there, bud. You can see that, and obviously either taper this in or just round the bottoms off with your lanyard hole, which I'll go through that way. Incidentally, if there's anything else that you want to understand, this is very rough, mate. I'm not sure the camera's picking that up, but yeah, that's what I propose for you, bud. I haven't got any oak thicker than that, than 2 1/4 inches, so this is the way round it, and obviously with the epoxy it should be absolutely fine, no problems at all. Let me know your thoughts on that, Ron. All the best to you, bud. I'll speak to you soon. Cheers, mate.